Hey everybody, Shane back with here from Guitar Work. Welcome back. This is a fun one. This is Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. It's a song you gotta know. 3 chords. I'm gonna go D, G, and A. That's all you're gonna need. There's an optional D7th too if you want it to help us get into the chorus. Optional, as I say again. So 3 chords. So it's so easy, this song. We could talk about some things, how to fill things up and all that in between if you're just one guitar player. Also, let's tackle that iconic intro. This guy right here. 1, 2, 3. Ow! From there, it's just da 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 da, straight strumming, sitting there. D, da 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 da. Little fill there, da 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 da. There's an A coming, da da da. See those little fills? When you have a long time to kill on a chord. Well, those shrimp there beginning to boil. We can talk about some ways to personalize things. When you are sitting on a chord for any length of time, there are things that you could do. The cardinal sin, though, the golden rule is don't step on the singer. So when he's going, say, da 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 da, I have this big hole right there. You can try to fill it up. So 1, da 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 da, right here. Just to shine out a little bit and fill that hole. Otherwise, it's the static D chord in there. So those might be new to you. I don't think those chords D, A, and G are going to be new to you, but maybe some of these ideas. We will, of course, do a slow play along and also do a full speed play along. I'm going to save the intro till after we do the slow speed play along. People get so hung up in these fancy bits that they never learn the song. Remember, it's more important to know the song. So we'll play the song slowly first. If you've done that, then let's move on to the intro. It's not that tricky, but people get bogged down. You should know the song first. I know I keep preaching that. But I'll send you, as always, to patreon.com/guitarwork. I've got 2 song sheets for you, as well as a detail sheet. You'll be able to follow along a whole lot better. Now, Patreon does not have to be a lifelong commitment. You can go up there, and there's tons of songs I put up there over the years, and a lot of play-along videos. So go grab those sheets, and you'll just have a better time with things. Thanks for everybody for coming back. Your thumbs up have meant the world here in YouTube, and I love you getting your comments and suggestions. I am, of course, using the BeatBuddy drum machine, which I love dearly, and it's a wonderful machine. I am also the Aeros Looper, which is a fantastic product. They're made by Singular Sound. Both those items proudly affiliated with Singular Sound. You'll see links at the bottom in the description. Go grab your own BeatBuddy. Go grab your own Aeros Looper. One item or both. They work beautifully together. Pardon me. And from there, let's look at, straight ahead D, just so everybody knows our chords. Here's your D. Piece of cake. I'm going to use this G. There we go. I'm going to use that G. You can use this G if you're more familiar with it, or you can use this G. No big deal at all. Use the G that you're comfortable with. On the A, I finger my A that way, 2, 3, and 4. There's at least 4 ways to finger an A. So whatever way you're doing it is just fine as long as it's working for you. And when we get to some embellishments, I'll call out maybe some options as to fingering there. There we go. So D, A, G. Now, just before the chorus, when D goes to D7, and within the chorus, look at that sort of a backwards D, that D7 shape there. Again, it really just helps to usher us into the chorus. It's a really nice chord to add, but if you're struggling with D7, do the play along, just stay on a regular D during the D7 bar. You'll never get kicked out of the band for that. It's just a nice ornament in there. It leans it toward the chorus a little bit, so it's an important chord for you to know, but not right away. So there's now a strumming pattern. This is the most popular strumming pattern on the planet. It doesn't take long to get it, but it infects you so badly it's hard to not play that on every song you do. So I'm just going to sit on a D. You'll see it written there. I'm going to go down, down, up, and then up, down, up. That's your most popular strum of all time for sure. I'm going to go down, down, up, down, up. So you got 2 ups in a row. I'm going to go down, down, up, another up, down, up. If this pattern is new to you, do not pause on that up in the middle of things. I'm going to go down, down, up, a ghost stroke, down I go to get me in position for the next up. You don't hit the strings, but you still make the motion. So your hand never stops going down, up. It's just when you decide to actually hit the strings. So that would look this way. Down, down, up, down, up. Again, down, down, up, ghost, up, down, up. Without that pause, of course, we're going to get this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. A very, very important pattern. I'll intersperse that with just straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's rare you're going to find the song has the entire song is the same strumming pattern. So be able to throw some detail in there for sure, or some variation, maybe a better word. So here, you've got your sheets in front of you. I'm literally, every time you see a chord written there, you play that pattern one time, okay? The intro, to support the guy doing this part, we just play straight chords, and you'll see that at the top. It says intro on page 1. So I'm going to jump right into the slow speed play along here. I'm going to go right into the slow speed, and it comes in at 120 beats per minute. So I'm just going to dial the BeatBuddy back to 100. I'm going to take 20 points off that just to warm us up. There's 100 beats a minute. BPM, 100 beats per minute. It's as easy as that on the BeatBuddy. And how did I know what, I get this question a lot, how did I know what drum pattern to pick? Because the BeatBuddy comes loaded with hundreds of drum patterns. So how did I know what to pick? How did I know what the tempo is? There's something on the Singular Sound website, singularsound.com. If you go to the BeatBuddy menu, you'll see I've got this screenshot here, BeatBuddy menu. There's something called a song matching tool. So you pull that up, there it is there, and then I typed in Margaritaville, boop, and it said, okay, BeatBuddy, use Blues 1. The pattern is Blues 1. The BeatBuddy Mini and the BeatBuddy Mini 2, those are just different products, right? So those are the same. You do Blues 1 and Blues 2. Now I know there's nothing inherently bluesy about that particular song or this drum pattern. They're just calling it the Blues 1 pattern. It's amazing how often that will be the pattern. How do you know about tempo? There's a tap button. There's a tap button on the BeatBuddy, and when you're listening to the song, as if you were tapping your foot, you press the button, you go tap, 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 and it will say, oh, okay, you're tapping at 120 beats a minute or 125 beats a minute. It will tell you. You just keep on tapping. Now you're human. You're not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna round it off for you. And I brought it down to 120 beats per minute here. So it comes in at 120. We're now doing it at 100 just for the slow speed play along. So the BeatBuddy is wonderful for that. So I'll get it going. 2, 3, 4, 3. This is the slow speed play along. So just jump in. 1, 2, 3. D, go down. Intro here. G. A coming, and back to D. First verse coming now. D, here we go, D. Sponge cake, another D. Watching the sun bake. All those tourists. A, covered in oil. Another A. Good. Next line, A again. Strumming my sixth string, A again, on my front porch. Last line there, A. Smell those shrimp. D, beginning to boil. Quick D7, if you can do it. If not, D is fine. Chorus, G. A, wasted away again. D, Margaritaville. Quick D7, if you can do it. If not, D is good. G. A, lost. Here's a D coming. Love song. D7. G coming. A, some people claim. Stops here. D. Whoa, G to blame. A. 1. And here's a D. It's nobody's fault. Next verse coming. D, here we go. Don't know the reason. Here all season. That's it. D again. Nothing to show. Here's an A coming. Brand new tattoo. A coming. It's a real beauty. A again. Mexican cutie. A again. Stay there. A again. How I got here. D. I haven't a clue. D7. Second chorus now, G, go G. A, wasted away again. Here's a D in Margaritaville. D7. That's it, if you can get it. G. Searching for A found lost. D, shaking with sorrow. And D7. That's a G. A, some people claim. Here's your stops. D to A. Woman, A. G to blame. Stop there. D. A. D, it could be my fault. That brings us to the end of that first page. And sorry, I didn't give you any warning at all on the stops. The stops, just going to bring this back up to 120 here. Boom, easy as that. The stops, and I dropped my pick early on in the song, but I kept on going. I used my finger for a pick, so it happens all the time. It's a good idea to have a pick dispenser. They stick on the back of your headstock maybe, so if you do drop your pick, you're able to just grab one. But anyway, no harm, no foul. I didn't give you any explanation on these stops. I'm in the third line of the chorus now. You're going to see a D and an A bracketed. When chords are bracketed, at least on my charts, it means they get half the time that the chords before it got. So each chord before was getting 4 beats each. And now these guys will get 2 beats each. So you're gonna have D for 2 beats, 1, 2. Here's an A bracketed, 2 beats, beats 3 and 4. So it'd be this D, 1, 2, A, 3, 4, and G. It's not bracketed, so he gets 4 beats, and it's a big stop there. On the D to the A, underneath it, you'll see written stops in there, squeezed it in. So it's going D, woman. Here's G to blame, 2, 3, 4. You hit that G and count 4. So the first strum is beat 1. So 1, 2, 3. And you'll hear a little tap in there. It's kind of fun to put that in, just your pick hitting the pick guard there. So those are your stops. Be ready for those. And so now, how do you, basically, what's the little embellishments you might be hearing in there? On the D chord, there's several things you can do, but in between vocal phrases, if I did this, nibbling on a sponge cake, big hole there. So what if I go middle finger off, and then back on? So it's my middle finger coming off. So D, do, 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 right here. Right here. So don't step on the singer with that activity. You don't want the singer fighting to get over top of some noodling like that. Remember, singers think it's all about them. So if I did that again, here's D. Right here. Giant hole there, you may as well fill it because there's no singer in there, and if you're just one guitar, that's a whole lot of time just to pass without other instruments filling in. On the A chord, I'm typically going A. I play my A again 2, 3, and 4 like that. You may play it differently, that's fine. I'm going to take my pinky off of there, and same effect, A, right here, off, and back on. So I'll take it from the D, right here, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. A da, 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 right here. A again. Da, 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 da. Just fill it up, and there's other things you can do. I don't do anything on the G really because you don't have an awful lot of time. It's typically 1 bar in there, and he's singing the whole time. So then, anyway, just some noodles to fill things up and to really personalize your playing. Those are good. They work on any song that's using a D, any song that's using an A. So you kind of collect those little moves and you personalize songs as you see fit. Now, hey, the intro. Let's do the intro quickly, and then let's get to the full speed play along. Let's do this. You're going to see on your detail sheet, you are seeing beyond the chord shapes, just underneath that intro lead, it's called. You're seeing a 7 and a 5. Those numbers refer to frets on the strings that they're written on. So the 7 would be means the 7th fret of that B string. 7th fret of the B string, your second thinnest string, excuse me. And then you need a 5 on that high E. So 7 on the B and 5 on the high E. There's your shape. That's an important shape. And if you find that a bit of a stretch, you can get it. Keep your thumb low. If your thumb is over top like that, you're probably doomed. Your fingers won't stretch as they should. So I'm playing 7 and a 5, and there's 3 of them. 3 of those in a row. So I'm going to go 7, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. Okay, now what? I'm going to drag that same shape down to 5 and 3. And then back up. Same shape. Let's do that again. Here it is. Down we go. Back we go. Now, maybe the trickiest thing at first, if this is new to you, is that both fingers are moving equidistant, right? So maybe if you're pressing too hard, you're creating too much drag and one finger doesn't want to move or one finger moves too far. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of effort to push down on the guitar. It's really the weight of your fingers and not a whole lot more. We always push too hard, remember that. So here it is slowly. That repeats. That's it. So that's over the D and over the G in the intro. Here's the A up here. Now you get your middle finger here on the 8th fret of the B and your first finger on the 7th fret of the high E. So there's a different shape. There it is there. 8 on the B, 7 on the high E. There you go. And those 3 of those. And then to the original shape, 7 and 5, down to 5 and 3. And I'm going to strum a D. Now that's a lot. That was quickly through it. I'm just going to go a couple more times very slowly. First bar, 7, 5. Down to 5, 3. Back to 7, 5. Going to repeat that. Now your first finger is your guide finger. I'm going to drag him up to the 7th fret, and now add my middle to the 8th fret of that B string. 3 of those. Down to the original shape, first finger guides, and then ring finger replaces. Down you go, 5 and 3, and here's your D. Let's give the D a bit of a strum. It sounds like it's come home there, right? So in time maybe. Now, definitely, if you're going to learn that, you probably want to stop tape right there and dig into that. Now, there's chords that support that, right? So when you're playing underneath the lead person, your job would be, as written on their sheet, there would be D, ya da 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 da, G, da 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 da, A, da 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 da. You're back to D. So the chords support that particular lead spot. So you don't have to know the lead part in order to play the song, but you should know the chords that support the lead. D, G, and A. Piece of cake for you. Okay, so full speed ahead, play along, and I'm going to use the fabulous BeatBuddy again. The links are in the description below. The BeatBuddy is a wonderful drum machine, and Singular Sound is a wonderful company. And if you have questions, drop them an email or ask me. I've got lots of questions coming my way for the BeatBuddy and the Aeros Looper, and they're absolutely wonderful. And I've got it queued up at 120 beats per minute. Blues 1 is the pattern, and it works perfectly. And if you use the promo code GAW10, that's Guitar at Work 10, it'll get you 10% off at checkout, and helps to support the channel. Really appreciate it. Keep the questions coming. Lots of you have been buying the BeatBuddies and sending me questions. Absolutely love it. So we're creating a nice little community. And eventually if you get the Aeros Looper as well, they talk to each other, you plug it on in, and away they go, and it's a ton of fun. It's like having a bandmate with you the whole time. So I'll just use the BeatBuddy in this one, and here we go. This is a full speed play along. I'm going to have to scroll at some point. There's an instrumental section at the top of page 2, and just follow me and watch out for those stops. Ready? Here it comes. Do what you can. Remember, recovery skills are really, really important. If you miss something, try to get in on the next chord, okay? I'll try to shout out some of the lyrics and sing a bit of it and shout out the chords as well. Watch out for those stops as well. So I'll come in here. You're ready on your D chord. We're at the intro, very top, page 1. 1, 3, 4, D. G, da, 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 A, da, 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 da. First verse coming, here comes D. Nibble it on sponge cake, noodle. Yeah. Watching the Sunday, right here. All of those tourists, use an A, covered in oil. A again, strumming my 6th string. My front porch swing. A again, all those shrimp. A, they're starting to boil. D7 if you can get it. Chorus, G. A, wasting away. D, in Margaritaville. D7 if you can get it. G, searching for my long. A, lost. D, shaking soul. D7, there you go. G. A, some people claim, now stop's coming. Stop here, D. Woman, A, G, stop, 2, A. That's it. Here's a D coming. Could be my fault. Now bring it down nice and quiet. First, D. Don't know the reason. Stayed here all season. Nice and quiet after that loud chorus. Nothing to show but this A brand new tattoo. It's a review, A again. Mexican cutie, A again. How it got here, I D, having a clue. D7 right here. G, chorus. A, wasting away. There's a D in Margaritaville. D7. G, searching for my A. D, shaker and saw. There you go, D7, you go for it, you can get it. G, here's an A, some people claim. Stops here, D, woman, A, G to blame. A, last line there, first page. D, scroll, keep going. To instrumental, page 2. B, 2. There's 3, 4, 5. 6, here's an A. G, A. Stop here, D to A. G, stop. A. together. Nice and quiet now, nice and quiet. D. On my flip flop. Stepped on the pop top. Got my heel. There's an A. Little noodle there, little noodle, good. Who's in the blender? Soon they will render. A again. Frozen concoction. Here's a D, maybe hang on. D7, last chorus, and G goes. A, wasting away. Here's a D, Margaritaville. 7, D, if you can get it. If not, G is fine. G, A, my loss. D, shaker of the soul. 7, if you can get it. G, A, some people claim D to A. Stops. G, A, but I know. Bone down fall, D7, last chorus G, A, some people claim, stops here, D to A, whoa, G to A, last line, I know, old outro, G sings the intro, A, and D. Hey, there we go, that was good, I hope you did okay with that. And again, recovery skills are everything. If you miss some things, hey, maybe you went too early to a chord, maybe you were late. But the idea is you don't stop. Okay, so then you look, okay, I'll meet him, I'll meet Shane on the beginning of the next chorus, whatever it may be. Bit of a coughing fit here. Hey, so that was excellent, and tons of requests for this one. I'll send it out to all of you that have asked for it over these years, and I'm surprised we haven't done it already. So again, in the order of business, learn the song first, and then dig away at that intro. It's cool to know the intro, but know the song, know lots of songs, play along. So I repeat that as many times as you feel to play along. You're not done the song, maybe just because you played through it once, you're not done. It's something you get better and better at, and you feel a bit more, what would you call it, a bit more freedom as you get to the point where you're changing your chords nice and smoothly and you're singing at the same time. That's a whole other thing, is singing at the same time. You're going to find your right hand maybe messes up if you're singing. Your right hand wants to sing, he wants to play the syllables of the lyrics. The right hand wants to go wasting away again in Margaritaville. Instead of doing his job, your right hand of just keeping straight time. So you have to break that connection between your right arm and your voice. And I find playing with recordings or these play-alongs really does help that. So hey, a lot of fun as always, and enjoy, and see you again very, very soon for some more. Send the questions. I appreciate your comments, suggestions, and your thumbs up mean the world here in YouTube land. Grab yourself a BeatBuddy from Singular Sound. Use the promo code GAW10 at checkout, and it'll give you 10% off. And also the Aeros Looper is fantastic, by the same company. All the links are in the description. Head to patreon.com/guitarwork to get these sheets and follow along with tons of other songs that I've done here. And it's always good to see you. See you soon. 2, 3, 4.